And that's on Hulu.
Yep, it's
the series on Hulu. We suggested everybody go on Hulu and check out the series.
It's called
Reasonable Doubt.
How many episodes?
It's season 1. It's 8 episodes.
I keep thinking about this quote by Nelson Mandela. I don't lose. I either win or I learn. But what if your learning comes at the expense of someone having to spend the rest of their life behind bars?
Jax, you babysitting that drink, girl.
Okay, who's getting the next round?
You ain't nothing but
I am a bit overwhelmed right now.
I'm trying to be a good friend
and a good mother. Clearly, I'm not being a good wife.
It's just a trial separation, Jax.
I didn't get married to sleep alone.
It's on Hulu.
Yep, it's a series.
The series on Hulu. We suggested everybody go on Hulu and check out the series. It's called Reasonable Doubt.
It's gonna be an eventful night.
So your girl's supposed to be right there so we can
She
see.
is. It would have been so extra lit, but it's all right. Next week, she.
All right.
I thought I was getting what you had. What's that?
All right,
this came from somewhere.
Yeah, no, we back in the building. Welcome to the Let Us Become Sharper /TNS podcast.
Thursday.
We have gone back live with y'all. Now, normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna do two things. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce our cast today. We got Reno,
the Toxic Avenger, in the building,
and we got Shay Wheels.
What's good, everybody?
Who came in the barbershop. Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the backstory. Why we have her here with us today on set on the podcast. In the barbershop. Now everybody know that this podcast is barbershop based, barbershop birthed. She came in the shop and she said, I got one question for y'all. I said, what's the question? She said, y'all can dish it, but can you take it?
Pause.
I was like, y'all can do it. Can a man or a woman who can handle the pain the best? Now, when we're talking about dishing it and taking it, we're talking about normally, okay, what comes to mind? Cheating. It comes to infidelities. Who can handle it the best between a woman and a man? But as I thought about the topic, I put my own spin on it. And let's just be clear. I was gonna present this topic. She gave it to me actually as an idea, as a concept. She gave me the idea as, just something to do. I said, no. We gotta be authentic. We gotta be real around here.
That's right. No other way to be.
Ain't no other way to be. So I said, you come into the podcast and we're going to work the topic that way. So now, who can take the pain more? Is it the man or the female? I would never present this topic without giving you the disclaimer. We're not just talking about cheating and infidelity.
Here we go.
We talking about who can take the phone call, the phone call of the other person calling on the phone. We talking about the calling of the phone, the FaceTiming. We talking about the gifts at lunch. Every time you men buy a woman lunch or buy a gift at the job, can you handle your woman buying a man lunch or buying a man a gift at the job? Who can take the pain?
Well, I'm gonna chime in there.
Let's get it.
I think that women are resilient. I think that women bounce back faster only because we've been getting hurt since we was 12. So it's like, it goes back to the way men and women are raised.
Shay?
So you saying this is a traumatic response?
No, listen, men are raised when y'all are young. It's like, don't you fall in love? You talk to many women, many girls. You teach young boys. I got a 12-year-old. I don't teach them that, but I hear that's what y'all do. What people do.
I don't teach them that.
That's
I got
great.
5 of them.
That's great. But majority of people are taught boys shouldn't settle down so soon, all that stuff when they're young. But girls, you taught to be wholesome. You want to save yourself for one person, right? So then when you go along through life going through that and you go through heartache and pain, we experience heartache a little bit more because we're going into we want relationships every time, right? And men ain't looking for those right away. So when a man finally let his guard down and want to be serious with a woman and he get his heart broken because that woman is not at that place because she been hurt probably many a time, so she ain't taking him serious, but he's serious. If a man get hurt one time, most time again like that. But when women get hurt, we kind of some women can take a bitter stance, but more times than most, you kind of hopeless romantic, hoping that maybe this the one, maybe this would be that. So we kind of know how to deal with their hurt and pain. We don't let it dwell to where we're just angry forever, if that makes any sense.
I agree to disagree. I hear you though. Definitely y'all could take more than us, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't agree in that aspect.
How you? Wait a minute. Whoa.
I agree to disagree.
Okay.
So I do agree with her stance that women are inept to take more pain or more heartbreak than men, right? But it's because of how it was transitioned to happen.
What do you mean by transition to happen?
Like this came across the boat. This came across the boat. Like y'all had to watch y'all men be buck broke. Y'all had to watch y'all men and then coddle them and all of that to be like you still strong, and y'all had to go up there with massa and then come back and be like, I did it, so he ain't do nothing to you. So yeah, in that aspect, yeah, women like y'all been this transgenerational that y'all were built to. Y'all was built for tough, so to speak. No disrespect.
Right. No real. I said it a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that the women stronger?
I'm saying that
women are mentally stronger, men are physically stronger.
Oh,
I'm saying that society, society as a whole was built to be scared of us because of how strong we were.
That's true.
So in the split, they had to make them realize that they could be stronger than us and they didn't need us, which caused the problem that we have in homes with.
Now that's true.
You see what I'm saying?
I kind of get where you're
and I'm in disagreement with that, with how society made that to be. They broke on our families up, which is a sad thing. Like I said, you got over masculine women, you know, but I'm not one of those women. I respect black men as kings, women as queens, and I'm so behind, you know, follow the lead of your husband or whoever, you know, you have, and respect him, and you know, I agree with all of that.
Follow a leader that's leading,
right? The man that you chose, hopefully he is the one that can lead, you know.
So I do agree, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my stance, I do agree with what you're saying, but I disagree with how we got to this point. It broke us down first.
True.
But y'all pain came into watching us be broke down and having to be tough enough to build us back up to go back outside and take them with us tomorrow, or be bug broke tomorrow and then come and lay next to you and hug you and let you be like, it's okay, baby, it's all right, we doing this and we gonna get away from here. And 90% of those people where it started at in the transgenerational trauma never made it out of that.
So you saying that we've been weakened? Our integrity has been weakened. Is that what you're saying? Our integrity has been compromised.
Past integrity, the mental capacity, the emotional capacity, all of those things were weakened to weaken them, to strengthen them, to re-weaken us.
So not to take away from what you're saying, I understand exactly what you're saying, but coming to relationship talk, how many times can you say that you've had a heartache from a relationship? A few. How did you?
A light few. What a few?
He said a light few.
Light few.
Okay, but have you, in those heartaches, have you ever found yourself saying you don't trust women again, or did you say that, oh, I know the next woman is out there who's for me is for me? Did you really have that stance, or you grew to that stance?
And I'm gonna add to that question. And whatever was done to hurt you, that broke you, that hurt you.
I was broke before we got to.
But I'm talking about now. Anything that happened to you within the relationship, the caption of the relationship, in the confine of the relationship,
right?
Who do you feel can handle that better? The way, if you had flipped it and dished out what happened to you to her, do you think she could take it? Whoever her is, or however that works, or was you the one that can't take the pain?
I really don't know, right? Because like I was
whatever was done.
Like I was gonna say, like I was already broke. I had mama issues from the jump.
Oh.
So the problem with most of us, like we already had mama issues or daddy issues. Mm-hmm. But speaking from a male perspective, I already had mama issues. You feel me? So like the abandonment issues carried over into the relationship. So I came in not trusting you. So the dynamic didn't change too far when you did something to make me not trust you, because I was like, this happened to me already. And I was a young boy.
That's so amazing you say that, because as a woman, I had daddy issues. So I also went through my relationships in my marriage. I went in a marriage with issues from a past, from daddy issues. You know, you look for love in areas, so it goes deeper to how you were raised, right? So you looking for a love that you thought that you needed because you missed it from your mom or your dad type thing, right?
Well, I'm an anomaly in that state, right? Because like my situation was different. Like I got all of those things, I just didn't get them from my parents,
right?
You feel me? So like subconsciously, I had mama issues. Like as a 40-year-old man, I'm like, damn, that was a mama issue. That wasn't really her fault. And I took it further than where it needed to go because I had some underlying trauma that I hadn't been able to address or heal from.
Did you ever go to therapy for it?
In therapy right now.
Beautiful. I love it. I preach therapy because therapy worked for me, because that's how I was able to take accountability to see what my wrongs and what my faults was, where the root of my problems were. Therapy helps you see yourself. You know, and people have to know that
scared of the mirror.
They are, because it's so easy to blame somebody else. So when you tell people that therapy is not for everybody, it's not going to say they did this, they did that. It's going to show you, why did you do that? Why do you feel that? You know, so I love it. I love everything about therapy because it does help you grow to be a better person. But so on the flip side of what he was asking, not when he said, "Can you cheating?" I guess I want to ask you, not how many times have you been right? Not how many times have you been heartbroken? Can you forgive a woman if they cheat on you? Or is it because I feel like a man can take a woman back as long as no one knows about the cheat, possibly.
Oh, no. I know.
No, I get what you said, but I'm saying, like, I've heard some men say, like, if their friends knew, like, if it was, you know how stuff happened in private or something.
The embarrassment.
It's the embarrassment of everybody know now, and like some women know. You hear people like, her man, you used to hear that, and then they take that embarrassment, you know, right, and still get back with his ass. Like, they don't care that people been saying your man was.
So is it? Do you gotta forgive and forget, or can you forgive and still consciously move forward but not let that go?
Now that's the question, because when you say forget, now my thing is, can you forgive your woman for cheating? The thing about that, because when you say forget, if you forgive her, if you was to cheat, would you want her to keep bringing it up, or are you going to just be like, we're gonna move past that and I forgive you? How does that go? Or you just can't get past it ever?
I honestly haven't been in like a cheating situation,
right?
So I can't speak to that,
right?
But if that was my situation and we were what we supposed to be, like, I've cheated before and been like, I don't want nothing, or she want nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because once the moment over, you realize the value of what you got already. That's just me speaking for me. I can't speak for all dudes, or you know what I'm saying. But so
how come we can't see that moment why can we can't see that point while we in the moment?
I don't know.
I'm talking about as a man, just as men in general. Why can't we see the value of what we have?
Because we blinded from the value. That's the answer you want.
In that little moment.
We blinded from the
value. That moment.
Past that little moment. Because we blinded from that value before we ever get to that moment, because of the things that's put in front of you, the way society put things in front of you, and you like, oh yeah,
faces with your temptations.
So society can put things.
She ain't this, or she don't got this, or she don't do this.
Right. So society can put things in front of you that can blind your value.
Because people are so tempted, and a lot of people don't operate out of discipline, and like you said, they're tempted by social media, or you see ass shaking all day, and it's like discipline, right?
That's the number one.
And people like that a lot, you know. So it's kind of like they're easily persuaded. You should be so solid in your decision or whatever you believe in, and discipline, that nothing can sway whatever you feel. That's how we should be disciplined. But we want what we see, and we want right now, or you feel like, well, one person don't know, won't hurt them, or you take stuff for granted and say.
So now you're going back to the ship. See, you ain't want to go back to the ship. Y'all try to get away from that ship real fast.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Don't to the ship.
Don't lump me. Don't group me in.
Now you going back to the ship.
No. I ain't saying nothing.
All of those things are transgenerational. And for you to be able to fully address any of those issues as a culture, as men, as women, we got to go all the way back over there.
But why though?
Because
the point of origin.
If you can't heal what started it, you can't heal you.
You can heal it. It's not that you can't heal.
You can heal.
You can heal
from
man, that's surface. Because
only way you can heal from is when you identify where it comes from.
Right. So you got to go all the way back over there. It didn't come from you. Like it didn't originate in CJ. It didn't originate in Shay. But it originated before you, and those things were brought about and flourished.
And it's also about the things that we give attention to, like you said, with social media. So we got people that's pushing. We all love rap music. We all love all kinds of music. But what I'm saying is, even though we glorify
classical music, Beethoven, Bach,
beautiful.
Brown,
See, I'm
a classical music fan.
I love all kind of music. But what I'm saying is, as a culture, how our culture, we gotta take accountability. We get hyped to it, but in all actuality, the message that's really being pushed, that's why people feel the way they feel, though. You get what I'm saying? It's a song right now that's on, like, for this generation. It's Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla. I'm on what you on, whatever. It's a big controversy song. But what I'm saying is, just look how they are playing and be hyped. But listen to everything that song is saying.
No, I listen to
you. Get what I'm saying? So how for our culture? How is that even going to help our culture?
So we taught to be cold and callous. Yeah, kind of cold hearted.
Yeah, hurt them before they hurt you.
They taught to get to the bag. Whatever male counterpart got the bag and could do that thing, they taught that, and we taught to get as many as you can because you can't trust them, and they looking for the bag.
And it's
so I just want to step in and interject. So my trust don't come from relationships and dealings. I feel that, I'm gonna be human for a second.
Oh wow.
Don't get that. Don't get a oh wow. I'm gonna be human for a second, and I'm gonna say this.
I'm listening.
Can I dish it out and then take it? It all depends on the agreement that we made. If we made an agreement to say, listen, this is who we supposed to be.
Okay.
We're supposed to have what's called a bond. If you believe in that sort of thing. We're supposed to have a bond. We're supposed to have an understanding. We're supposed to have we're supposed to be together. Yes, it does hurt in that sense. But if we haven't made that kind of provision to say, listen, it's me and you, and this is what we're going. This is the way that it's going to be. I don't care what you do. You want to know why I don't care what you do? Because I'm real powerful. I feel that I can overpower any situation with my own life that I've created. So can I take the pain of a young lady or my woman, whatever, doing her? I really don't care what she doing. I'm built like that. I'm cut from the kente cloth. You ever seen that? That cloth, that patch cloth like that? That's the cloth I'm cut from. I'm real serious. Yeah, after they put so much pressure on them. But it was insurmountable pressure.
I was trying to get, clarification because women put insurmountable pressure on some dudes.
My mentor in this game,
Ulysses.
You said they put
Ulysses.
Pressure?
It's no way that they put pressure.
I think that women put pressure on men.
They do.
Right.
They do.
I feel like people put so many expectations on people, just people in general, when you get into relationships. If you go into a relationship, we just overthink this relationship stuff that I feel like you're supposed to be so much thriving in yourself and so whole within yourself that any other person should be adding value. If they come along, it's adding value.
That's not true.
It's not like, no, I don't think a person should come in and make you happy. I feel like because you have to truly find.
No, you got to be happy
first. Just like before the money, you got to be happy before you get money. Because otherwise, you get money, it's not going to make you happy.
No, that's not true.
You don't think so?
No,
it's not true for the masses, but the context of what you're saying is true.
Yeah,
that's not what
you should be happy within, because if you're not, what I'm saying, if you're not happy within, what comes is you're gonna find yourself placing these expectations on a person that you feel like you're not meeting this, meeting that, meeting this, meeting that, and all the while the things that you may be asking for is something that's with something within you that you haven't identified with you first, because some people can't. Some people can't be alone. I heard some people say they're afraid to be alone. That's a you problem. You have to learn to be alone and not for like when I say alone, not saying be alone like lonely. You know what I'm saying? Being alone is a different thing from being alone. I'm saying like
being alone is solitude.
Listen, I know how to go. I take myself. I go to dinner by myself sometimes. I go to a movie by myself sometimes. Some people I could never do that. I go to a club and just go get a drink and get some food by myself. Even though I got friends, I don't want to call them sometimes. I enjoy my own company to where I'm okay to do that.
I used to be afraid to be alone.
No. I have never been alone. No, it does no.
What does it make you feel when you are alone in those situations? If you feel like you're going to a movie by yourself, how does that make you feel? Somebody said it makes me feel lonely. I'm like, how?
No, I don't go alone to the movie. I don't do anything alone because I'm used to having someone there.
You go to the shop alone. People just pull up to it.
You're gonna die alone. I mean, I hate to say it that way. What I'm saying is you gotta be so secure.
I was born alone.
Right. So it's alone ain't terrible, but
you was born alone, but you weren't technically alone. The doctor was there, your mother was there.
And when I die, I won't be alone. Technically, it's gonna be
somebody around.
Somebody.
You're the only person going though. Nobody going with you at that moment.
They might. Right. They might. We can get technical, but the point I'm making is I've never been alone. I don't do anything alone.
What's wrong with alone?
I can't stand alone.
So you're afraid of the dark.
That's what I gather.
You laughed at that too loud.
Because
afraid of the dark.
Yeah, like I really want to know what don't you like about alone? What does make you feel? What don't you like about it?
Like a fool.
Really?
I feel like I'm a fool.
You ain't powerful if you alone.
Yeah, I'm powerful, but I don't want to be powerful. That's why I feel like a fool, because I'm too powerful to be alone. So if I want something to eat, what am I supposed to do?
You don't know me time sometimes?
Yeah, but what I'm supposed to do if I get hungry, just case in point, if I get hungry, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to go in the kitchen and fix myself something to eat.
Yeah.
something to eat.
Yeah.
You wanna know what that's called? That's called
single.
A fool. Mr. A fool. A fool.
Because you're supposed to be like, hey, I'm hungry.
So who's supposed to cook it then?
Somebody's supposed to know I'm hungry already. You know what time I eat. What am I supposed to go down in the kitchen?
But before you become,
how I look going out in the kitchen to get a Campbell soup, and then open it with a can opener and put it in the bowl. What am I supposed
but before
to do?
you became into that relationship, you would also have to learn. See, that's why I've
never been alone.
So when you first came, you never lived on your own by yourself?
No.
I truly feel like people should live by themselves at least. I feel like a person, to me, I feel like you know yourself more when you live by yourself.
I tried to. I
never lived by myself either.
No, really? I had my bachelor crib when I had a bachelor crib when you were supposed to have a bachelor crib, and I invited everybody to that crib.
That's fine. I'm not saying you can't have people over, but I'm talking about
I'm talking about over. I'm talking about over.
They live there too.
Yeah, I'm not alone.
Somebody spend the night every night.
What am I supposed to do? Like, I never got the concept of alone because it just makes me feel, and I guess for a lack of a better word, it makes me feel literally stupid. I'm sitting here by myself and
bored as hell.
Yeah, and I need these things. I need everything. And there's no one there. So I'm supposed to go down in the basement or in the washroom and open up the washing machine and put the clothes in. And I'm sitting there doing it by myself.
See, I reached my best potential when I got by myself first. What I'm saying, when I said not by myself, but I mean by myself, I mean to a point where sometimes I have to quiet my mind. Like, I'm a writer and I write comedy scripts and all kind of stuff, but I get to those places alone. Sometimes there's a walk that you have to take alone as well to be able to reach certain things, I feel. And then I can come and share my things with you or like what I come up with. But sometimes I want to quiet my mind because I don't want to talk about every little thing sometimes. Like, that's how I feel. Like, sometimes in the car, like, prime example, sometimes I like to ride by myself. I meet people places because I want to hear my music. I want to ride by myself, my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk the whole way sometimes. Like, I feel like that's what I mean by alone. Like, I really enjoy my own company. So then when I get with y'all, I'm good too, but I be like, shit, I don't.
Never alone.
Yeah.
Never alone. So back to the original point, never alone. So can I take the pain of what I dish out coming back to me, or can I take the pain, or, do I take it better than her? I don't know. I really don't care. Mm-hmm. Only if we've made an agreement that it's supposed to be, that this is serious. If something is serious, then the whole world changes for me, because anything that's serious is to be taken serious, right? I mean, how many dudes do we know that got in the streets that didn't take it serious? Oh man, it's fun. Oh man, it's a game. And next thing you know, it's only one or two options for them. So you have to take it serious. So of course I'm going to take a relationship serious as a marriage. But if I don't care what you do, with what you were given, because I'm gonna do me with what I was given. Yeah, and I don't do alone. I don't do nothing alone. I always got somebody there. I don't go to no movie by myself. How stupid do I look walking in the movie theater talking about, yeah, man, one. I go sit in the movie in the dark.
And see, when I do
by myself eating the popcorn.
But see, I love people. I'm a people person. Like I love family. I love throwing events. Like that's what I'm saying. When I say it's an even thing for me. Like I also have my moments where I like love to be around all my people. But I also like when everybody at work, me being an entrepreneur, if I didn't have anything, I'm gonna do a self-care day, self-love day, like I did today when I got my nails done, certain things. I'm gonna get a massage. So I like so I might do them things. Like I'm like, and I wanted to catch that matinee movie because I don't really want the whole crowd, kids at school. I'm finna go to the movies. Like I could do that. Like I'd be okay with that. Like I don't. Cool. It's not that I just want to go alone, but if I feel like nobody was available anyway, I'm still gonna go, type thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not like I can't go until I have a crowd to do stuff. Is what I'm saying. Even though I enjoy people as well with it.
So what I want now, don't worry about that phone. It ring every podcast. I mean, literally. I want to say this. This is what I want to do. I want to finalize definite, hard-hitting answer from everybody on the panel today. Who takes the pain the best, the man or the woman?
I would say it depends on your experiences and age. At times.
Now you cheating.
Now you cheating.
Okay, I'm cheating. Okay, cool.
I want a hard-hitting answer, definite answer. Who takes the pain the best between the man and the woman? I'm out one day. I tell my man over there, you know what I'm saying? You see old girl right there, just the gram. See her? Look, I love her. And then he like, oh, her right there? Oh yeah, my man know her. He know her. He know her how? I don't know, man. It was boom. Or vice versa. A beautiful young lady. Oh, this is my baby. Oh, you talking about CJ? Boom. Who takes the pain?
Women do.
The men or the women?
That's your final answer.
My final answer. Is women do. A man is not. Your tolerance level. Women should have the same tolerance level as men. Honestly, what I'm saying, we should not be like, all right, well, he gonna change this time. We shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like you get to that point, but I feel like men be like, oh no, oh you pregnant? It ain't my baby. Bye. Women be like, oh, he had a baby, and I'm just gonna love the baby on because it ain't the baby fault. Fuck is you talking about? What? He had a baby on your ass. You know. So you get what I'm saying? Men ain't going.
So women be going. So this topic has been on the horizon, and this topic has been brewing. So have y'all seen the two examples on Instagram of when a guy just couldn't take it? Example number one. Did you see my man who rented the garbage truck? It wasn't a garbage truck. It was like a hauling type truck, and ran it into the house. I'm gonna put the clips up. Did you see that one?
I did see that.
Now there's another one out there that's
who pulled the motor up.
My man who pulled up.
I ain't see that.
You ain't seen this one? He said, "Listen, you not." I guess he was a mechanic, and one of the captions.
Her motor went out. He put a new motor.
He a mechanic.
Caught her cheating with dude in the car. And he wouldn't get out the car. He popped the trunk. Popped the hood on some magnificent shit. Like, no, get in the car. He popped it from outside.
Popped the hood outside the car, and he hooked up his chains,
yanked the motor,
yanked the motor out the car. So you're not gonna be riding him around.
I put it here.
You're not gonna be riding him around in the car. I put the motor in. Agreed. I was like, whoa.
A lot of men don't even like take rejection, so that's why I feel like men can process it. Women process it differently because some men just like prime example. Me and my homegirl went out last week to network or whatever. It was at 90s. This guy pull up as we get in the car. He was in a Tesla, but he felt like because he has a Tesla that somebody had to talk to me. Like he had this way about himself. Like my homegirl said, I'm not interested. I said, hey, I'm married. And he still felt like, well, then she should be trying to holler. He felt like I'm in a Tesla. I make money. He was getting on the defense when she said no. All she said was no, thank you. I feel like, why does you feel so entitled? Like you can't take a no? You want to kill her? Like how many people really want to shoot her because she said no? That's sad. Can't take rejection.
Since you shot that out there, right? Y'all watch TV for sure. Hulu got a series called Reasonable Doubt. The lawyer. You seen, you know what I'm talking about, and Michael Ealy in it, and he like this criminal, and he like girl like cool with him, messing with him. He go to prison for like 16 years, and then bounce back.
And got back with girl.
Got back with her, but she married, kids, everything.
Yeah, I saw that.
She looking for a break because
he got back with her. Why she with somebody else?
No, her husband was separated. or listen, she looking for like, you know, a breath of fresh air so I can get back.
But he said I was the one that loved you. I always loved you.
Who said that? The one that came from prison?
Yeah, he said that.
Dog said, I made it through them 16 years in prison because of the hope you gave me.
Yeah.
But it's entitlement. Like,
okay. Right.
Like, oh, how you treated me, I just knew, like, I love you. Like, you can't go back to your husband. Like, she like, whoa, bro. Like, this ain't that. And it was wild. So
that kind of reminded me of the movie Castaway. You ever seen that movie?
Yep.
Remember she thought he died, and then he was gone for how many years?
Castaway.
And then when she came back, she was married, and he felt like she like, I thought you died, and he like, well, I'm not. So what we gonna do?
Manifest.
She got a whole husband.
Manifest like that. Like,
but I want to back it up for a minute. So the movie is the name of Reasonable Doubt, and that's on Hulu.
Yep, it's a series.
We suggested everybody go on Hulu and check out the series.
It's called
Reasonable Doubt.
How many episodes?
It's season 1. It's 8 episodes.
I keep thinking about this quote by Nelson Mandela. I don't lose. I either win or I learn. But what if your learning comes at the expense of someone having to spend the rest of their life behind bars?
Jax, you babysitting that drink, girl.
Okay, who's getting the next round?
You ain't nothing but
I am a bit overwhelmed right now.
I'm trying to be a good friend.
I'm a good mother. Clearly, I'm not being a good wife.
It's just a trial separation, Jax.
I didn't get married to sleep alone.
That's on Hulu.
Yep, it's a series.
The series on Hulu. We suggested everybody go on Hulu and check out the series. It's called Reasonable Doubt.
And listen, like, it wasn't that nobody told me about. I actually woke up in the middle of the night last night, had them inside, and watched 8 straight episodes from like 2 in the morning to like 7 in the morning. I binged the whole joint. Because once I caught it, I woke up and I caught it. It was already on. You know how you leave something on and just go to the next. And I was like, oh, this is lit.
The Reasonable Doubt was called.
No,
okay. So we got Shay.
Yeah.
We got Shay saying that women can take the pain better than the men.
My final answer.
Now we need your final answer. No, I gotta set this up right. We need your final answer. We don't need no mess out of you. We don't need a history lesson out of you. We don't need the pain that was established 250 years ago out of you. All we need is the answer. Who can take the pain of infidelity better, the men or the women?
Final answer. From the Toxic Avenger, the women.
The women can take the pain better.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Mr.
Give me some, Reno. That's real. That's real shit. Okay.
What we got going on?
I'm just saying that's real.
What y'all gelling? So, so we can dish it.
He finna milk this shit.
You can dish it, but you can dish it, but can you take it for the subject, for the topic of infidelity? Cheating is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about going out on dates with other people. I'm talking about this kind of thing.
See, I wasn't talking about going on. I'm talking
about all of it.
Yeah, you finding out your lady getting smashed. Her finding out her dude getting smashed.
No, I'm talking
that's
about
same thing. It's cheating.
Yeah,
right, but not on date. Like the date.
Cheating is cheating.
But let me absolutely. But let me adjust it. Let me tell you one thing. You be more hurt, and I'm not going to say that you won't be hurt in that scenario. Right. But you'll be more hurt to know
she out in public
that she went out and purchased for him some items. That she bought him merchandise. Damn. Yeah, I'm talking about can you take the pain? I ain't just talking about
what she bound.
Yeah. Edible arrangements and all, getting real intimate, fruits and sending it to his job.
So basically, you know how they say men be like, oh, it was just cheating, it wasn't nothing else, it was just sex. So would you rather a woman you feel like if she says it's just sex or she was in love? You know, so that's a difference.
Yeah, in love.
You can't get back from in love.
I'm talking about she know this dude's favorite color.
You can't get back from that.
I'm talking about that.
She know his favorite color.
She know this dude because he talk. Cause
That's regular conversation with everybody.
Nah, she know this dude.
What's her color? Red, green, blue.
She know his favorite color.
Y'all just
And
know
then-
my favorite color green today.
And then on his birthday, she gonna get him a birthday card and write it in that
in green letters.
and green. Happy birthday. Just want to let you know. Hope you have a happy birthday and you enjoy your day with a heart on there. Can you take the pain? And then you run out and writing letters and writing cards.
It's about, again, I agree that women can take it more than men, but it's also about like the way they built. Like, cause dudes build it. Like, if your lady cheat, you supposed to leave, or they not built that way. Like, again, let's go to the history lesson.
I told you.
Listen,
no.
For me,
you new to the show. Now, didn't I tell you about that history lesson? Now, I told you I didn't want no history lesson out of you.
I'm gonna use a personal history lesson, right?
Here we go.
Like,
Here we go. I told you.
My mother
You thought I was being mean.
got 32 brothers and sisters. 14 from one house and then the rest from another house. You think my grandma wasn't taught that's okay?
Yeah.
That he got 18 outside kids?
Because that's why you got men who married to more than one woman. They're taught to share sometimes. So that's why some women
well,
be like, well, he pay all the bills.
No one woman can satisfy men.
Hold on, stop.
Oh,
don't start that.
whoa.
Don't start that. Please don't start
If
that.
that's the case, that's for everybody, though.
Yeah, so I
If
shot
you
that
say
out there.
that,
That's for another day.
Why is that for everybody?
huh?
Why is that
Because
for
you know
everybody?
some people.
Because
it's-
women
wait,
don't
wait,
have
wait,
concubines, men do.
Wait, but let me tell you this.
Y'all gonna open up another.
When it
can
comes to
of
the
worms
double,
on
wait,
the
but when it
table?
comes to the double standard, a lot of people be saying like it's unnatural for a woman to. On another podcast I was on, I just met a lady who said she's a polyamorous. I had never met what that was.
Yep.
She said she's married to a woman and date different men. And she said, I have different loves. The world is so big. She said, one person cannot satisfy me. She said that she feels like she has a love with this person. She said, not even just sexual, and I have a thing with this person for different reasons. Like some men say that's what women.
So can you be in love with more than one person at the same time?
Not in love. I think you can love more than one person at the same time.
No. So you saying you cannot be in love with more than one person at the same time?
Love, but not in love. It's two different things.
No. Clear,
In
clear and
what's
concise.
in love to you? What's in love to you?
No. We're not gonna do
y'all
that.
hate to be clear and concise.
Clear and concise. Can you or can you not be in love with more than one person at the same time?
You can.
Yes,
you can.
Yes, you
You can.
Yes, you can.
Knowing or not knowing?
What do you mean? Knowing or not knowing that you love two people, or the person not
Like
knowing?
you could not know that you in love with two people. You could be like, oh, you could just be thinking, like, oh, I care about them.
Exactly.
You know, what I'm
Both
saying?
ways. You can't be.
All right.
You can't be both ways
I want to provide.
because we're one person.
I want to provide a clear and concise answer.
Here we go.
I want to be clear and concise and precise. Precise is my razor that I use when I line up the hair at the barbershop. The men have developed traits in behavior where it has been made obvious that they cannot take the pain of another man breaking down the woman. And when the women go out
you
there,
had to put the
I
headphones on.
want to see how it sounds. Sounds great.
yeah, when the women go out there and do their thing, we can't take it. Now, I might play the role like I'm real powerful because I am powerful. But the fact still remains that it's a unanimous decision on the Let Us Become Sharper /TNS podcast panel
Thursday.
that the men cannot take the pain of the woman doing her thing, meaning that the women handle it the best. Now,
Agreed.
Unanimously.
Unanimously. You sound too. I like that.
All right, unanimously. Now,
Too many drinks.
no, it's not yet. Too many drinks, and I'm feeling pain. And I'm feeling because of so much pain. I'm feeling actual pain over this topic because it really hurts that it's men out there taking motors out of cars and taking bulldozers and running into houses. Now, these are extreme examples.
Super extreme.
These are super extreme examples, but that's the pain. So I want to I want to thank Shay. Now, what's gonna happen is y'all gonna love this so much that y'all gonna say, I know what y'all gonna say. Next podcast that we do, y'all gonna say, well, we're Shay. Here it comes. She's not gonna always be available, but just live in the moment.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
I'm definitely coming back.
She came in and shook the barbershop up quick and just left, and I was like, but I'm gonna use that topic. I said, no, you know what? You come in and present the topic. Who takes the pain better, the man or the woman? The excruciating pain. Now, we want to say a little bit to our sponsors. We always do this. Our protocol on the show is we shout out our sponsors, the people who support the podcast. We have you, of course, we have the businesses, we have some personal entities, but we appreciate all support that we get, all the support, or all the sponsors that we get for the podcast. All the cash is verified. We give credit for anybody that helps us and helps us get along keeping this podcast going. But I want y'all to know one thing. We got to talk about the amenities before we leave. Normally he would do a sports talk, but we're going to save that because we got 3 things we want to talk about on the sports talk next podcast, just in case that y'all think that because of the last podcast, I said I don't like his sports opinions. I did. I said that I don't like his sports opinions, and I do, which is true. But I know that people still want to hear the sports talk, so we'll get back to that. I'm gonna get Ulysses on the podcast. But until that time comes, I want y'all to stay dangerous. That's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect, and I want you to sit and comment and think about who can take the pain the best when things don't go in your favor. Or some of you might not agree with this unanimous decision that we had here on the podcast. Let Us Become Sharper /TNS, Thursday Night Society. Some of you feel that the men can take the pain better, and the woman is the one that's left crying, destitute and desolate, sad in the dark. Some of you believe that, but we want to hear your opinion. We want to hear your comments. But like I told you before.
So my question is, before we get out of here, coming into tonight, did you think it was going to be unanimous, or did you think it was going to catch the maybe 50-50, you know what I'm saying, catch a lot of friction?
Honestly, I didn't think it would be unanimous because I very rarely meet men who will admit. A lot of men stick together, I've noticed, and it's like, that's what they said. You know, so I really
this is rare. We don't agree on topics. That's how we on opposite sides of the
I've never agreed on a topic.
So
did you just hear him hating on my sports takes?
He did.
That's just what he do.
So I really I respect that y'all. I like that. I really appreciate that. That was a good unanimous decision.
We had to culminate. We had to bring it for the people, for the listeners. We had to give it clarity. The unanimous decision, or however the verdict was, we have to make it known
for the ladies. Let's just keep it clear.
And even if it wasn't unanimous, the great thing about it, we know how to agree to disagree.
We can agree to disagree.
That's right.
But today, I must agree based on and I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't feel this way just a couple weeks ago until I saw the house got ran in with the dump truck, and until I saw the motor yanked out of the car, then I realized, you know what, y'all,
but we can't take
that's
it. Indian giving.
for all the ladies that sit next to guys that watch us on the YouTube channel and that listen to us on the podcast, listen to this.
For sure.
That's our time to, let y'all know that y'all winning.
Yeah.
And
look at it that way.
And we are a lot fainter at the heart in that department than y'all. So hats off to y'all.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For
100.
sure.
We can look at it that way. So now that we've established that it's a unanimous decision that the men can't take the pain, the women take the pain better. My final words to you, closing out, stay dangerous. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you stay safe out there and don't get got. And what I mean by don't get got is don't get hurt out there trying to be something that you're not. If you're not ready for the water, don't dive in.
Because I need to know where I'm at.
Stay on the porch. Oh, yeah, where I'm at. Oh, yeah, I tell them. I'm telling them right now where I'm at. But stay dangerous. Stay in your lane and let us become sharper.